This story isn't about TikTok. Not really. It's about what happens when a platform moves faster than an artist can grow. When overnight fame comes before identity, before purpose, and before a plan. This is the graveyard of short-lived virality. Some of these artists had hits you still remember. Others, you forgot the second the trend died. But what ties them all together is how fast they rose and how brutally they failed. This is where are the failed TikTok rappers now. 24K Golden. When 24K Golden dropped Mood with iann Dior in 2020, it didn't just dominate TikTok. It charted everywhere. The world handed him the keys. But what was he actually driving? His follow-up singles felt bland, like he was trying to recreate Mood in different fonts. And when that didn't work, that's when the machine stopped pushing. People assumed 24K Golden was headed for a pop rap stardom. But instead of evolving, he got stuck chasing the momentum that wasn't his to begin with. He was viral, not vital. Today, he's still releasing music, but the spotlight has definitely moved on without him. Because when your rise is that fast, people expect even more the second time. And if you can't deliver, they scroll past you like you were never there. Act 2, iann Dior. iann Dior had the look, the sound, and a melodic formula that worked across platforms. He was on the same Mood rocket ship, but even before the hit, he had built a decent SoundCloud base. He just didn't have time to build a world. His debut album came and went. The singles blurred together. No real identity, just different flavors of emo rap. There was no moment that made you stop and think, oh, this is who iann Dior really is. Act 3, Popp Hunna. When Popp Hunna's Corvette exploded on TikTok, he had the moment locked. It had Uzi on the remix, and then the past showed up.
All I remember, they said that you told on somebody else to get out of something. What exactly happened?
I mean, shit, for real, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody gonna run with their own stories. For real. That's first off, you know what I'm saying? But that's not how the shit went, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so what happened?
For real, me, I'm gonna just explain to you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was confused, you know what I'm saying, and manipulated, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was 14 years old when that shit came out. It's just like, come on now, like.
What was the charge? So you guys get either interrogated or arrested for what was the whole situation?
I mean, shit, you feel me? Like, everybody know it was because of a murder. You know
okay, so it's an actual murder. Oh, yeah, shit, I forgot that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, it was a murder and shit. But long story short, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd never been in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never played with no guns, never sold no drugs. I never did none of that. But even with that being said, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't even know that them cops weren't never supposed to question me in the first place.
He was 14, but the internet did not care. In rap, perception is everything. And Popp Hunna got labeled permanently.
I think Uzi shows you love, if you ask me, because you're the new wave of Philly.
Yeah.
That isn't necessarily predicated on, because we know Philly's for the spitters. But it's the new youth.
He was the first person to even tell me, like, you feel me, like, to don't even fuck with nobody in the industry type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was saying, like, yeah, all these niggas fake for you know what I'm saying? Like, just, like, breaking it down to me, you know what I'm saying? But even when he came out and said what he said and shit, like, it was weird because it's just like, damn, like, how you saying, you feel me, like, don't fuck with nobody in the industry, but, like, you kind of, like, hacking just like them.
Now, he still releases music, but there's a ceiling now. One he didn't build, but one he's trapped under as well. Act 4, 2K Baby. 2K Baby had the backstory, he had the voice. Old Streets wasn't viral by accident. It came from somewhere real. People wanted him to win. But the deeper he got into the industry, the more distracted it got.
Buddy hop out the car. Fast forward like 5 minutes. He's butt naked, Adam. Dude's butt naked, bro.
You stripped him. You stripped him.
No, I ain't say that. I did not say that.
How else would he get naked? Was he he's a nudist?
Scared.
You just don't want to live my life this way?
I don't know what the fuck. I didn't say that though. But dude, so yeah, fast forward 5 minutes later, he's butt naked. Police come out. They see him butt naked on the ground. They see me with the, you feel me?
His music lost cohesion. The heartbreak, he wasn't talentless, but he got lost in the noise. And in the TikTok age that demands constant clarity, confusion is a career killer. Act 5, StaySolidRocky. Party Girl became inescapable in 2020. StaySolidRocky was supposed to be the next melodic trap star. But no one asked, was he even ready? He was young, raw, but signed fast. Thrown into a major label system with little direction. His next singles did not hit at all. The voice was there, but the songs felt shallow. And TikTok moved on. Now he drops independently. The talent's still obvious, but Party Girl casts a shadow too big to crawl out from. Act 6, Sopho. Every generation has its chosen one. In 2021, that was Sopho. Signed to Travis Scott, backed by Cactus Jack. But Sopho never doubled down on the moment. He dropped Pink Hearts, and the reception was very cold. Not enough identity. And also, he waited way too long. It's unfortunate what Sopho could have been. But now, he's still building. But the window he once had, that the kid's next window, it's shut. And now he's on the outside looking in. When CJ dropped Whoopty, it sounded like Brooklyn drill had finally gone mainstream. But here's the twist. CJ wasn't even from Brooklyn. He was from Staten Island. The drill community did not accept him. Real fans of the genre saw him as an outsider, trying to capitalize on a trend. His lyrics were generic. His flow was stiff. And his image felt borrowed. Whoopty went viral on TikTok purely off the beat and energy, not CJ himself. He was a ghost in his own song. After that, he tried to replicate the formula. More aggressive singles, more red flags, more fake street appeal. But it didn't work. CJ wasn't respected in the streets or the industry. He was caught between two worlds and rejected by both. Now you find him occasionally releasing music on YouTube, clinging to the remnants of that one hit. CJ didn't just fall off. He never had a solid place to stand to begin with. Ice Spice. At first, Ice Spice looked unstoppable. A meme-turned movement. She had the internet on lock, cosigns from A-listers, and a sound that felt tailor-made for TikTok's For You page. Boys a Liar Part 2 was everywhere, but viral attention is a spotlight that burns quick. And Ice Spice didn't pivot fast enough. Her later songs started blending together. Same flows, same beats, same Instagram captions turned lyrics. The internet, once obsessed with her every move, got bored. And instead of evolving, she doubled down. More selfies, less substance. More collaborations, less identity. By 2024, numbers dipped. She didn't fall off overnight. She just faded slowly. And when your brain is built on being the moment, fading feels like vanishing. Ice Spice isn't gone, but her presence definitely is. And in TikTok's time, that's a lifetime. Last but definitely not least, the most heartbreaking act, Lil Mosey. Lil Mosey wasn't just viral, he was next up. Blueberry Faygo made him a teenage superstar. He had the look, the melodies, and the numbers. A headlining tour. A fan base that treated him like a pop star. But then, silence. Legal issues pulled him out of the spotlight. And just like that, the machine stopped moving. Mosey went from Spotify front page to internet whisper. The momentum died, and so did the narrative. Even after being found not guilty, the damage was already done. The fans had moved on. The industry had moved on. And Mosey, he was still trying to restart the engine. But in a world that forgets you the second you pause, comebacks are not guaranteed. So, where are they now? TikTok gave them fame, but it did not give them time. That's the curse of the viral artist. You get seen before you're ready. By the time the industry catches up, the audience has already moved on. Some of these names still have a shot. Others will never escape that one hit label, but all of them were part of something bigger. a moment, a glitch, a glimpse into what happens when the machine runs faster than the music.